Mike Pachelli here. Thanks for tuning in. For this lesson, I'll be talking about the Beatles recording of Honey Don't that they did in October of 1964. The song was written by Carl Perkins in 55-56, and it was the B-side of his hit record Blue Suede Shoes that was released in 1956. John purchased the 45 of Blue Suede Shoes and Honey Don't when he was 15 back in 1956, and he was quite a big fan of Carl Perkins. The Beatles played the song on BBC Radio on Pop Go the Beatles and From Us to You, with John singing the lead vocal because he had been the lead vocalist on the song since 1962. But when the Beatles met Carl Perkins in 64, Ringo asked Carl Perkins if he could record the song. Carl said, okay. And about the song, Ringo has said, "We all knew Honey Don't. It was one of those songs that every band in Liverpool played. I used to love country music and country rock. I'd had my own show with Rory Storm when I would do 5 or 6 numbers, so singing and performing wasn't new to me. It was a case of finding vehicles for me with the Beatles. That's why we did it on Beatles for Sale. It was comfortable, and I was finally getting one track on a record, my little featured spot." October 26, 1964, the Beatles are at EMI Studio 2. They do 5 takes of Honey Don't. Initially, John was playing his electric guitar, then he switched to his acoustic, and take 5 is the best. Band was playing and singing live, with the instrumentation consisting of John Lennon on his Gibson J160E, George Harrison playing his Gretsch Tennessean, Paul on bass, and Ringo on drums. Then they did one overdub, which consists of Ringo overdubbing tambourine. It was mixed on the next day, October 27th. The Beatles played it on BBC Radio with Ringo singing it live on Top Gear and on The Beatles Invite You to Take a Ticket to Ride. Now, to keep it within a 12-bar format, when you first hear Ringo sing Honey Don't, that's still within the 12 bars of a verse. And the chorus starts on the second time Ringo sings Honey Don't. It's a little confusing, but if you see it that way, then it remains a 12-bar format. The Beatles played it live with Ringo singing it from December 64 all the way through June 65. And Honey Don't was released on Beatles for Sale on December 4th, 1964 in the UK, and in the USA on an album called Beatles 65 that was released on December 15th, 1964. So that's the backstory. Let's get started. George is playing his Gretsch Tennessean on Honey Don't. This is a Gretsch country classic, and I'm going through a 1964 Vox AC30. On the intro, George plays this. Now basically, all that is he's fretting on the 3rd string from 4th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret with the open string. So basically he's going... Okay, but he slides into the first thing. I suggest using fingers 3, 2, and 1. Get this just right. So you slide 3 times onto the 4th fret. Then with your 2nd finger, get the 3rd and 2nd string. 1st finger, get the 2nd fret and the open B string. And that's it. Slowly. Then when Ringo starts singing, George plays very lightly an E chord. Then the low 4 strings of a C chord with the G in the bass. Repeats that. Then on the inside 4 strings, get a B9. It's 1. Then he's obviously switching to a brighter sound and playing close to the bridge, and he plays this figure. I'll do it slow. He goes... Gets a G there. Then when he slides in there, that's the next second verse, which was the E. He just slides into a note. I'm sorry. And then that's Ringo singing second verse. So more up to speed, just to hear those parts, they would be 3, 4. And again, that's the second verse. And the second verse is pretty close to the first. Charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com will make it perfectly clear. And then he plays the first solo. And switching back to the original, so I'll just here's the first solo. Play it for you. 2, 3, 4. So let me show you that slowly. It's just basically playing an E form, pretty much the first 3 strings. So it's 1. Let's get that 1 E in there. Say it again. 1. Then slide down to the same form of a C, and just pretty much the top 3 strings, and it's then up to a C form like this. Okay, then back to that E form, but just now play the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and kind of slide down. 1. Right, and then back up to the top parts of it, and back down to the C. And that lick down, like that. Charts and tabs are going to make it clear, but I think you saw it. So now he's to another part where Ringo's singing, and again on the bright setting, playing close to the bridge, and the line is slowly. It's and then we go into a 3rd verse. So those are, again, and on all these you have to you hit the low E string and then you get a B. It's on a 16th, not really. So if I do it very slowly. Then this nice little lick here. Then that would be another verse. And then after that verse and the same little carryings on, it comes to solo 2. And on solo 2, you play like this. I'll do it for you first. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now what's happening there is, again, it's that basically, you know, that E form, but just the way he plays it. So the first measures all on the upbeat, so it's 1. Then you go down to the C form, but you just play on the 3rd and 2nd string. 1. Then the top 3 strings. Back up to the first form, play the 1st, 2nd string, then the 2nd, 3rd string. Then back up to all 3. Back down to the C. So slowly. 3, 4, 1. And then there's another little riff, again on a bright sound, where he's playing close to the bridge. And this one is Then he changes to plays that differently. And then ending a 1. Charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com will make it much clearer than I could say it or play it, but those are all the parts you need to play just like George on Honey Don't. John Lennon is playing his Gibson J160E on Honey Don't, and if you think it's just straight strumming, man, you're in for a treat because he certainly adds a lot with unique strumming patterns. To play the song, you'll need these chords. You'll need an E. You'll need a C with a G in the bass. You'll need a B7, a B9, and an A7. I believe those are all the chords. So when he first comes in, you know, it's a little odd when you play it by itself, but it works perfectly with the song. So he comes in like this. 2, 3, 4. And that last strum is the beginning of verse 1. So on the verses, he plays like this. He goes 3, 4. Then into a B7, and just the kind of accentuate the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string with the bass on it. Kind of like a circus sounding thing. Then onto the E. And that's really the verse, okay? Then starts the chorus. So on the chorus, you go. Then you're to verse 2. Verse 2 is similar. I mean, during the E, the C plays exactly the same, just, you know, same thing as he did the first time. But then on the second B, it's a B9, and he's playing, then back to an E, and you're still at the end of verse 2. Then this would be what chorus 2 would be. And chorus 2 would be 3, 4. Now again, he's just doing that, you know, just on the fly, but if you really analyze those parts are really, really driving the song. Then on the solo, he creates another pattern. And this time on the solo, let me do the solo slowly, what he does. He goes like this. He goes, that solo section more up to speed would be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, he's just playing his heart out. And of note, on the B7, you play a B7 and a B9. You play. Into the E. Some great playing there. And it pretty much does that. It repeats, you know, the verses and the solos are pretty close. Again, charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com would make it clearer. Until you get to the last A7, he has another cool figure on that very last A7. He goes on. I mean, he's just playing his heart out. There's no two ways about it. And again, charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com will make it more clear than I can play it or say it. But that's the basis of what John was doing on Honey Don't. I have put it together on a sound alike so you can see how both those guitars fit together more clearly. So please have a look at this.
Say you will when you won't. Say you do, baby, when you don't. Let me know, honey, how you feel. Tell the truth now, is love real? Well, honey, don't. Well, honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. I say you will when you won't. Wear your clothes, everything about you is so doggone sweet. You got that sand all over your feet, but well, honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. I say you will when you won't. Honey, don't. Rock on, Mike. One time for me. I feel fine. I said, well, sometimes I love you on a Saturday night. Sunday morning you don't look right. You've been out painting the town. Baby, been stepping around. Well, honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. Honey, don't. I say you will when you won't. Honey, don't. Rock on, Mike. One time for Mike. Well, honey, don't. Honey, don't. A little honey, don't. I say you will when you won't. Honey, don't.
Well, now you've seen a clearer demonstration on how both those guitar parts fit together. I suggest you download the charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com, learn both parts, play along with my sound alike, and you'll get it just like the Beatles. And I really, really appreciate your consideration to support my work that way. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video, because that helps the algorithm show my work to more people who may enjoy it. So have fun playing this great old song, because that's what playing the guitar should be all about. And until next time, I'm Mike Pachelli. Thanks for hanging out with me.